So it's a bit warmer today.
I'm just thawing out.
And I went on a run this morning.
Oh yeah. I thought I was taking a mick because he said to me, "You're going running." And I was like, "Yeah, you're gonna go run to the kettle for a cup of tea."
Yeah, which is my normal thing on a morning. It's something I need to do. I've put on a lot of weight in the last, whatever's happened to us. Low projects and
I have to stop cooking.
Good food. French food is quite rich, and Anna cooks such beautiful meals. I've put weight on, not been as active as I should have been. Anyway, so I'm going to address it before summer. I've already lost a few pounds. So anyway, never up to this lady's standards, because look at her, she's so
I've got loads
gentle.
of clothes on.
Anyway, yes, it's a little bit, I won't say warmer, but it's not as cold today. I've just noticed Charlie's running around the garden. Look, that's brilliant.
I can't see over there.
Yeah, look at this.
Where?
Look at him running.
He needs a little ear trumpet.
He is deaf, unfortunately. And we worry because he's got a slight inkling to the left with his stroke. He sometimes falls to the left, doesn't he? Not to the right.
Okay.
So we like him going around the lake in a clockwise way. So if he falls away from the lake. We worry when he goes around this way because he's a little bit...
Oh, he wants to have a drink.
Oh, we can't drink that water. Oh, okay. I suppose that's nature, isn't it?
He looks like a stray dog doing that.
Yeah. So today we are going to continue with this, which isn't very interesting, but it needs to be done. But before we do that, I want to clear up this mess here. This is a pétanque court which is going, because we're putting a big like a bar area in the corner of the pool there, and we want to repurpose these sleepers to mark out a gravel pathway down to what's being used as the chicken place at the moment. So first job today is to just finish off chopping this up for firewood.
In layman's terms,
yes,
that's for skittles or bowls.
Skittles or bowls. It's just in the wrong place, honey. It's right in the way. You trotting? You trotting, old fella? You're liking this, aren't you? Okay, so that actually was a back-breaking job, and I needed to put something down here to pick up the sawdust, because that was a difficult job getting the sawdust out of the gravel. But on to the next job. Very pleased with that. Anna's come back in the Vectra, and there's a terrible rattle coming from underneath the car, which could have been suspension or bushes, but it actually is this. You see this diffuser plate there? It's corroded through both ends. So I just need to see if I can get that nut out. That there, which is very badly corroded, and then put a spread washer on each side to hold it up. Hopefully that'll do it. I suppose rather predictably, the nut sheared off. So let's see how else we can do this. So I'm going to take that spare wheel out and then drill from this side, drill those bolts out from this side, and then put some fresh bolts in. Brambles has got locked in the pool enclosure. Is he staying in? You wait, he'll start crying in just a second. Just stop this for a second, the car, because we've got a broody hen.
Hattie again. Everybody was asking about her. She's still, well, we're trying to get a fertilised egg now it's warmer. But unfortunately, all the eggs that she's stolen, none of them are steady. None of them are fertilised, so I've had to get rid of those.
Oh, so you're taking her out for a walk?
Take her out to get some fresh air, some food, water, stretch her wings, so she can have a dust bath.
Ah, nice. Okay, I've got to get on, honey.
Beautiful. Come on then.
I don't know if you can see, we've got that nut and bolt we've just drilled through there, and then this one here, because the old washers pulled through this diffuser or shield. There's only thin tin, so it actually ripped it through. So I had to use quite large spread washers on there to spread the weight, but that's done. Excellent. Just pop the spare wheel in now. Oh, there he is, look. You got Brambles in the back on the parcel shelf. Storm had to jump in and see what was going on. And then you've got Tom there, who just wants to ride out somewhere. So one of the jobs which I think we can probably do sooner rather than later, because this weather is starting to change, is to get some concrete down. And one of the first jobs I think is really important is to reform that step into the barn, because at the moment animals can get in underneath. Let me just show you what I mean. So the whole step has fallen away. It's obviously gone dry. It's not helped by the water that's coming down here, that's eroding the bottom of the barn, which is why we need to get the gutters up. So at the moment small animals can get underneath, and it just makes sense to do it. So what I'm going to do now, just clean this area up. There's some lovely stones here that we can probably use around the garden, but to just get these out and then dig away at that door there, and just see if there's any way we can get some shuttering up today in readiness for when we can do a concrete pour. Trying to build this side of the bank up, but they're not there permanently. They need to come up, but for the time being, okay, I think we're nearly there to prepare and bring up the form, which will go along this face. So these stones here are solid, the bottom ones, and they're slightly in from the dressed stone either side of the door. So if we put the form from that side of the door all the way across to that side of the door against the dressed stone, there'll be a void there where hopefully we can get some concrete down into the form and then into these cracks here just to help it. I might need to do a separate pour afterwards just on the ground there. And then I didn't want to disturb these flagstones at the back here. They're really nicely laid in. So normally you'd do a form on this side and a form on that side and then level off to that, but that's going to be difficult. So this side, this line here will do. We'll keep it to the right height, and then as we pour, we'll just blend in to the stone behind. Use that stone behind, which is higher, as the support for the back side of the step, if you like. Aren't we privileged to have a garden that you can drive your Land Rover around in? I'm just going down to pick up the trailer which we've been using to carry wood from the hedge area, sorry, and I've got to go and get some aggregate and some cement this afternoon, so I need the trailer. So I'm just going down to get the trailer, and I just thought I'd mention that we have such a wonderful, it is a wonderful life here, and how many people, I mean, it would be an impossible life for us to have in the UK, to have land like this and countryside living so peacefully. It's just absolutely beautiful. So anyway, it's nuts sharing that with you, but I thought I'd mention it. So we're just getting the trailer. It's very difficult reversing, and that should do us. Beep, 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 beep. So we are at the Bricko, our local Bricko, and just bought some concrete, some cement and some aggregate. I don't know what that is.
It is, it says here, Euphorbia lactea.
Oh, that's a Euphorbia lactea cactus.
Look at that on top, like that's the flower, look.
No, I wouldn't want that.
It's really odd.
Don't like cactus. Cacti, sorry. Okay, honey. If there's anything you need right now, because I'm just about to go and pick out the cement. This is Portland cement. They've called it Euro cement. It's Portland.
What, isn't that in America?
No, Portland, UK, best cement.
Oh.
Portland blue.
That's not being tipped onto the floor, it's being tipped into the trailer on the back of the car.
Okay, so we have our aggregate. Very good price. I've got 4 bags of Portland cement, 35 kilograms each. Some wire mesh, and there's some garden snippy thingies, and 1/3 of a ton of aggregate, and it was like €40. I thought there must be a mistake. And the cement is cheap, it's €5 a sack. But the 1/3 of a ton of gravel was €10. That's great, isn't it? Okay, so this is the form. That's been squared off, that's level. And we're going to bring the concrete to roughly this line here, kind of feather it in. These are all very solid stones, so I don't want to disturb those. We also need to get some penetration in under there, which is going to be a challenge. So as always, This never looks very smart when you form something up, but it's the end product that's important. So we're going to get mixing some concrete, and we're going to use a 4:1 mix and get pouring. So we're just going to mix some concrete and do our pour here. I've done a rudimentary shutter ready for the pour, our form. Hopefully that should work. Okay, I think that'll do for a barn door threshold. Certainly better than it was. So I'm just going to let that start to go off. I'm going to cover it just to stop the cats getting on it, because that would be disastrous. And then I'll come back just to put that return the little curved edge all the way down the edge of the step. Right, so we've got that covered with the anti-cat protection there. And then I thought, while I've got the cement mixer out, I should just do a repair quickly to this this step here. It's going to be a temporary repair because I want to replace all of that. These guys, they come around to see what's going on. Look at this, look. I've been gone a second, and look where Tom thinks all the acres he's got to play with here. Come on, Tom. Watching you, Tom. Well, it's a bit shadowy, but I had to redo this one already because the cat got in there and left his paw prints behind. So that one's forming. I just had some left over, so I've just started to make up the edge on that one. And then obviously we've got the main one that we've just fixed today. So I think that's probably going to be my lot for the concrete. Let's see how we go with that, and then go from there. Okay, that's pretty much it. The last thing we need to do now is just to put that edge profile on the corner, you know, the curve. So I'm just going to do that and then probably wash up and go in.
Peter's going to put up this lamp. Placing that one. It was €12 from our account.
It's isolated, obviously. Bit messy today. Okay. Gonna try it? Lovely. Do you like it?
Works. It's good.
So at the end of a long day's graft, I've managed to talk Miss Anna into making me another curry, because
this isn't Thai, this one's Malaysian.
Malaysian curry tonight. That's awesome. Let's have a look.
Never done Malaysian.
That looks amazing, honey. And it smells wonderful. If only you could smell. Thank you, sweetheart.